Easter, boys and girls. I am so excited to share this special story with you. It is my absolute favorite Easter story. Now, we needed a little extra help to make this happen because Mommy's book was at school. So she had to use the extra help of a special bunny. I like to chase bunnies, but don't worry, I didn't chase this bunny. Anyways, this story is written by an author and illustrator named Mary Jane Auch, and she lives right here in Ontario, New York. Can you believe that? Yeah, maybe you should look her up and read some of her other stories sometime. We hope you like this one. Enjoy! The Easter Egg Farm, written and illustrated by Mary Jane Auch. For Patty McLaughlin and Pauline, her French-speaking hen. Pauline lived in Mrs. Pennyworth's henhouse with 4 other hens. Each day, Mrs. Pennyworth collected the eggs. "Only 4 eggs again today?" she asked. "Somebody isn't doing her job. Are you all trying?" The hens clucked. "Well, try harder. I want 5 eggs tomorrow. Concentrate." Pauline was embarrassed. She was the one not laying an egg. Every time she tried, the other hens squabbled. Pauline couldn't concentrate in all the confusion. "Pauline is lazy," one hen clucked. "I'm not lazy," Pauline said. "I'm just different." She turned her back on the others and concentrated very hard. Sometimes I have a hard time concentrating too. Like when I see people walking by our house, or Mommy throws a ball and I'm supposed to bring it back to her, but then I hear a noise. Yeah, it can be hard sometimes to concentrate. Finally, a wonderful thing happened. Pauline stepped back to look at the egg in her nest. It wasn't like the other eggs, but Pauline thought it was beautiful. "Get a load of this," another hen cackled. "Pauline just laid the world's ugliest egg." "It's not ugly," Pauline said. "It's just different." But Pauline began to feel ashamed of her egg. She nudged it under the straw with her beak. The harder Pauline tried to lay a normal egg, the stranger her eggs got. She hid each one of them, but not before the other hens had seen them and made fun of her. I imagine it's hard to lay an egg, even though Mommy told me not to even bring up this subject. But look at my egg tree behind me. It's made of pretty, colorful, sparkly eggs. They're not just plain white, and I think it's beautiful. I think Pauline's eggs are cool. When Pauline couldn't stand the teasing any longer, she made herself a nest outdoors. She stared at the sky, concentrating very hard. This time her egg came out blue with clouds. But before Pauline could hide the egg, someone saw it. Mrs. Pennyworth. "Pauline, what a lovely egg," she said, holding it up in the sunshine. "This is too unusual to crack open for my breakfast. I'll put it in my windowsill where everybody can enjoy it." The next day, Pauline laid an egg that was even more unusual. Mrs. Pennyworth was delighted. "Can you make more eggs like this?" Then Mrs. Pennyworth noticed the ladybug on a blade of grass right in front of Pauline. "Hey, I get it. The egg comes out looking like whatever you see, right? Pauline blinked. She wasn't quite sure how it worked herself. This is fantastic, Mrs. Pennywort said. Come into the house with me. We'll see what kinds of eggs you laid there. Whoa, look at that! Some of Pauline's eggs look just like things I see out when I'm walking with Mom in nature. Pauline loved being inside. There were lots of pretty things to look at. In her new surroundings, Pauline became quite creative. Soon, her unusual eggs lined the windowsills of Mrs. Pennywort's house. Do you see where Pauline is getting some of her inspiration from to lay her eggs? Over the next few pages, see if you can identify where that inspiration is coming from. One day, a lady appeared at the window. Are these lovely Easter eggs for sale? I need one for every child in town. They're for the annual Easter egg hunt. No problem. We can lay that many eggs, can't we, Pauline? We? Thought Pauline. She'd never seen Mrs. Pennywort lay an egg, so she knew that it was up to her. Laying eggs for the Easter egg hunt would be an honor. She clucked happily. Come back for your eggs the night before Easter, said Mrs. Pennywort. Pauline was excited. She started laying 2 eggs a day, then 3, then 4. Mrs. Pennywort began taking Pauline on field trips for inspiration. The first week, they went to the art museum. The second week, they went to the ballet. Pauline was so thrilled by the music and dancing, she laid more eggs than ever when they got home. Finally, it was the day before Easter. The egg lady will be here tonight, said Mrs. Pennywort. I'd better start packing up the eggs. She lifted an egg from the windowsill. Uh-oh, there's a crack in this shell. Mrs. Pennywort ran to another window. Pauline, some of the eggs are hatching. We shouldn't have left them in the sunshine. Soon, baby chicks were popping out all over the sunny side of the house. Stay in there, Mrs. Pennywort shouted at the unhatched eggs. You're ruining the eggs! But the chicks didn't listen. They just kept hatching and hatching. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that twist in the story. Were you? I wonder what Pauline's chicks are going to look like once they hatch. Mrs. Pennywort took the broken shells to the table and frantically tried to glue them together. It's no use. I was never any good at craft projects. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Yoo-hoo! Called the egg lady. I'm here for the Easter eggs. Do I have a deal for you, cried Mrs. Pennywort. How would you like Easter chicks instead of eggs? Terrific, the egg lady said as bright-colored chicks scurried around her. Easter chicks are even better than Easter eggs. Mrs. Pennywort helped the egg lady gather the chicks, but as fast as they were popped into a basket, the chicks jumped out again. Mrs. Pennywort heard a clucking noise and looked up. Pauline was fluffed up to twice her normal size. She spread her wings like an umbrella, protecting the chicks who raced toward her. Oh, Pauline, said Mrs. Pennywort, of course we can't give away the chicks. They're your babies. But what about the Easter egg hunt? The egg lady asked. The eggs on the shady side of the house didn't hatch, Mrs. Pennywort said. You can take those. How do you think Pauline is feeling right now? What makes you think that? Pauline kept all of her babies. She loved being a mother. Every day she took her chicks for a walk, showing them the beautiful things around the farm. The chicks' grown-up feathers started to come in. These chicks sure are different, said Mrs. Pennywort. Pauline clucked proudly. Soon Pauline's daughters were laying their own eggs. They took turns in the nest box, laying eggs of every color and design. Children from miles around came to see the unusual eggs and chickens. Mrs. Pennywort's farm became known as the Easter Egg Farm. Pauline still lives on the Easter Egg Farm, but she doesn't lay as many eggs as she used to. Now, whenever she feels an egg coming on, Pauline closes her eyes. She doesn't concentrate on anything. Then she lays a perfectly ordinary, plain white egg. Just to be different. The end. I love that story. I think it's so important to be unique or different. Mommy tells me I'm very different all the time, and I think that's a compliment. So some things I was thinking about while reading that story to you. What do you think makes Pauline's eggs so special? Or what do you think the lesson of the story is? I wonder if you think it's more important to do everything just like everyone else? Or is it more important to be yourself, even if that makes you different from others? I know what I think, but I'd love to hear what you think about this story. How about if you were Pauline, what might your egg look like right now? Those might be some things you could think about while you're enjoying your day with your families. I hope you have a very happy Easter, and I hope you enjoyed the stories we decided to share with you. Happy Easter!